Hey guys, Joshua here. If you are watching, this is um, going to be a video. I've already picked some decks of cards. I'm gonna post it to my YouTube and also share it here. So anyway, um, the first deck I'm gonna use is actually a Moon Magic deck by Stacy DeMarco, and I love this deck. I use it on a daily. Every day I focus on what is important. This is Waxing Gibbons 5 that I saw the archer there, Artemides. Something about this one. Moon Goddess Artemides. I'm connected to the earth and all life around me. One flip, though, is what I was looking for, but I felt it was that one, and I think it was, because that's crazy, though, that it was Artemides. Grateful. I surrender my struggle, and this is Waning Crescent 3. And that was the Moon Goddess Artemides, which said, I'm connected to the earth and all life around me. And then last quarter moon. Life is conspiring for me. So these 4 cards, I feel like, are important mantras that we may need to be telling ourselves. Every day I focus on what is important. The things that are important to me matter. The things that I used to believe are important are no longer important because I wasn't conscious or aware of what is truly important. My heart was not connected. It was lost. I had lost my heart. I had lost my will, my drive, my focus. I had lost myself because I allowed what was important to others to influence and become my importance. I'm connected to the earth and all life around me. This is Moon Goddess Artemides. Connected to animals, plants, spirit, to earth, to sun, to moon, to the things that you need to be connected to keep growing, keep changing, keep understanding that in life you face battles, you go through things, you lose people, you lose yourself, you take on others' problems and issues. But if you stay true to the heart of what you've always been seeking and searching for and needing and wanting in life, and that is a connection to God, a connection to spirit. You search for it. You look in the places that other people never even try to look, because it's not God that they're ever really truly searching for. It is a fix. It's what they always want. They want something easy, something simple, something, and sometimes their belief is enough to carry that through. Like, if they but what they connect to is not God. It's not divine, and they use it as if it is, and it it makes a lot of people not even want to know or find God in this world, because truly what God would want his people to struggle and suffer and face atrocities and traumas and broken spirits and broken hearts and broken minds and broken souls and losing people to death. It is something that tears you up. It rips out your heart, and sometimes you can't even seem to focus or even understand why search for something, why even look for it. But you continue to, because you feel in your bones, you feel in your spirit, you know that you are connected to something, and it's not just some old man in the sky that Christianity paints God to be. It is the very breath that you breathe. It is the very heart that beats in your chest. It is the very fiber of your will, your strength. When you think you have none left, what you find then, that's God. That is divine. That is power. That is connection. It is love. And above all else, in you is that love. In you is that beauty, that others need to want to strive for, that others need to search for, that others need to look in other places for. Like, I was always drawn to different things that imagination created. Not even imagination, but some of these things are really real, and they are more magical and superhero-ish than any comic that has ever been written. The divine masters of this world that have ascended and been through this, they come to us, they give us guidance, they give us knowledge, they give us understanding. They also sometimes they choose to reincarnate, because that's their choice, and especially in certain moments, in certain profound, life-changing, world-changing, consciousness-changing times, there has to be multiple divine beings to make sure it happens in the way it's meant to, which is the light is coming to take back everything the darkness stole. The light is coming to take back everything the darkness stole. Life is conspiring for you, not against you. I know you know the dark. I know you were born in it. We all were. We were born in the muck, in the darkness, in the evil, in the... I don't want to call it evil, because dark isn't necessarily evil, but there is dark that is, if that makes sense to you. There is evil in this world and in every human soul, because we are meant to be a balance, neither all dark or all light. We are meant to be the two things that we are meant to be: the balance, the evening, the compounded realness of the moment. So I wanted to get one more, but see, it never comes out that way for me. I will persist. My will is strong. Yes. I will persist. My will is strong. You are a warrior. You're meant to persist. You're meant to be strong, and you're meant to persist for a cause and for a reason and for moon god Bahami. My words and actions are beauty, compassion, and love. When we are born dark and choose love, that is the most beautiful thing in the world. That is what truly makes you cut above the rest. Truly a different breed. Because by choosing love, choosing to love yourself even after what you were born into, that is how. How? How are you even able to? They say. How can you? They don't really say this, but they do think it. They do. And it's because most people don't understand, and even monochrome, like inkling nothing of who they are. They don't even try to. So when they see someone that is different, is changing things, they will throw everything they can at it to paint it ugly, to paint it in a false light, but also to still, like, even though they paint that, it's because of what's going on with them, you know? But they can't, like, they can't stop being connected, and so they'll try to weave and choose other ways to get back into getting that, like, this message needs, it's where it's at with the love, and that's what it was meant to be, that the words and the actions, that love is what's meant to be. Like, it's not about personal views, it's not about the ego, it's not about what someone else thinks of you. It is what is the spirit truly focused on, because the spirit of you, the spirit of the heart, the spirit of everything, it is fed up. I want to say that. It it's fed up with trying to awaken and cultivate something that is heaven on earth, not even on earth, but is heaven is trying to cultivate heaven, and how can it cultivate heaven if people are choosing to believe that their version of heaven is where we're headed, when their version of heaven is not heaven. First of all, their version of heaven is a planet that no longer even exists. So to cultivate heaven and allow it to be, you have to see that heaven is it's love. It is the heart. It is the Trinity connected. It is the Mother, the Father, and the Son as one. The Son being the Spirit, the soul, the light, the peace that is created when the connection of the mind, which is the mother, father, sorry, my bad, the mind, which is the father, the heart, which is the mother, when those connect and find balance, they birth the spirit, the sun, the light, the God that's inside of you. So I dropped a couple, I think. Maybe it was only one. I am open and responsive to the abundance of the universe. By allowing yourself to open and be responsive to being responsive to the needs that are profound and that must be adhered to. Like, we need to do better at being there for each other, because at a time when I could See, I'm saying I, but it's because there are moments when you are villainized and thrown to the wolves that you long for friendship, for a friend, a hand, a reminder that you've done something that has changed someone or has helped someone or has mattered, you know? And when you feel like the world has turned its back on you, you kind of turn your back on the world. Like Rafiki says to Simba, you know what? And at some of the worst moments in your life, you could really use sometimes just be aware that people sometimes just need you to say, "Hey, I'm thinking about you." Um, even though it's hard, this life we live, we are not alone. We still have each other. We're still in this together because we are fighting for the same thing, which is for the light to take back everything the darkness stole. You know? And then, so next. Sorry, guys. I mean, I did not know that was going to happen, like that moment, but it did. And so I'm going on to archetypes. This is where we are going to see, for the collective, what archetypes are coming up. So there might be 3 or 4 different cards that come out, and these are the archetypes that may be Samaritan. Now, the Samaritan is someone that, light attribute, refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. So, great example of what I was saying about people that are villainized or have been through things, are going through things, are choosing something, maybe, that maybe they're not meant to be choosing, but they choose it because they don't know what else to do. They are at a point where they feel so alone, so like there's no one there initially, eternal, like they feel internally and intrinsically that no one is there. So this is just being a person that gives a kind, how you doing today? Are you doing all right? No? If you want to vent, go ahead. Anything. Rage in my face. Yell, scream. Please. Show me you got some fight, but also know that you've got a friend that won't judge you, that won't mock you or gossip about you or put you down. You've got a friend that will be loyal, and even though sometimes these people that we come across that we would prefer to not even ever have to deal with some of them because we just don't gel or vibe, or it's just not on the same wavelength. And if that's so, then know that you were still called to help and be there for people that, if you chose to go into spirituality, if you chose to go into being one that helps with ascension, with consciousness, awareness, with meditation, breath work, yoga, hell, music, poetry, art, if you chose to connect to spirit and share messages any kind of way, if that is what you chose in this life, if that's what you're choosing to do, then your responsibility is to help those, especially the ones you would prefer to ignore. There's a cat out there screaming. Shadow attribute. Exciting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. But this cat screams and talks like it was doing it all day today. I don't. It is weird, but it's not like dying. It just. I think it like either tries to get attention or I don't know. I feel bad for it though, but it seems kind of feral, and I can't help feral cats. Cats are rude beasts sometimes, and if they're not like totally house trained, then. But I do feed them if I see them. I will always. Anyway, shadow attribute. Exacting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. Now, this is expecting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer, and expecting the exact amount, as in that you give. And a lot of people do expect the exact amount of. But I feel like this is more about definitely about helping people. And if you chose this, it's because you you've been connected, you've been connected to your intuition, to deities, to beings, to dimensions, to timelines, to things where you have connected with God, creator, spirit, divine director, you know, Odin. There's there's a need for us, those that want to change the world for the better and want to cultivate unity and true true, I don't know how to, grace, true divinity, true, we need to be willing to help and not expect a, a fee, especially an astronomical fee, especially for someone that is meant to, for people that are meant to help in the grand scheme of things. Like, I don't get it. Why don't we want to help each other and build each other up and help each other climb past past the step they stumble on, or the no, instead we villainize them, we cancel them, because cancel culture is so what's in. We cancel them for making a mistake, when we should teach them. We should show them kindness. We should be there if they have a question, or if they reach out, at least in some capacity, to let them know they're not ignored, to let them know they do matter. The next card is going to be really Gambler. Light attribute: willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. That's exactly what I did tonight. I was not going to make this video because, honestly, I think no one's gonna watch it. No one's gonna care. Like, blah blah blah. Woe is me, you know? That's how I am. Sue me. But anyway, I just had a pull to pull some runes for, after I picked the cards, I pulled runes, and my intuition led me which ones to pull. Listen, Cedar. My intuition led me to everything tonight, because it needs to be, this needs to be happen. And so, Gambler, this is follow your intuition even when others doubt you. Be a risk taker. Gamble on something. I'm not saying to be a gambler. Like, don't become addicted to gambling. No, but trust your intuition. Gamble on things that you can gamble on, and gamble. Mediator. Gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life. Respect for both sides of an argument. Okay, respect for both sides of an argument. So, being in the middle, I have to say that I also understand people have to go through things, okay? People have to face things. People have to, if you choose to walk the spiritual path, you have to face things, and you have to find things out for yourself, because no amount of help will truly help you. And I get that. I 100% do. Don't think I don't understand that. It 100%. I understand it. But, and I know we're not here to be saviors. We're not here to save the world, but we are by teaching awareness, consciousness, meditation, breath work, yoga, art, poetry, storytelling. By teaching these things, teaching what fills the heart with love, what fills your heart with love, what fills you with spirit, whatever that is, it it needs to be passed on in ways. And if there's someone that can help do that for other people that maybe would stay stuck or worse things could happen. I mean, I'm not going there. The point is, why allow someone to potentially choose a path that was never meant for them to choose, all because we have ego and we have envy and we have jealousy and we have things that are so some of us, I've been included in this. Like I've had moments where I felt like giving up, giving up completely in life and not continuing on. You know, at times I've been broken before. I've been fucked, I guess you could say. I can't say that. So that'll be edited out. Anyway, student. Light attributes: humility, devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. To learn, we have to learn. There's no other way around it. But some people cannot learn the same way. Some people cannot be left without some sort of reassurance in some capacity at some point, moment, or a friend. You know, some people need that. They need it. They need to know someone cares, because if they feel like someone doesn't for one more second, and we have full light attributes: fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. I mean, it's it's rampant. Both are rampant, and it's good to laugh at those things because, hey, I will admit 100%, I've been a hypocrite more than one time in my life, probably millions. but I try to authentically, to the best of my ability, not be. Because but I am absurd, and I'm not ever going to try not to be, because it's very good comic relief when you need it. And being absurd is it's needed. But sometimes you have to choose strategically where you can be absurd and where you can't. And some people just choose to be absurd 100% of the time. And those people, like, you know, Trump, people that choose to be absurd 100% of the time, they, but I gotta admit, like, putting on a show is very, very entertaining. Bully. Light attributes. Highlights your tendency to intimidate others. Helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. Maybe it's time for. I've never wanted to bully anyone. Like, I'm not that type of person. But this is telling me, like, it's time for you to bully everyone. Just do it. Just go for it. Just do it all. Just bully them into love. Bully them into what they're afraid of. Bully them into awareness, consciousness. Child eternal. Light attributes. Determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit. Ability to see things with fresh eyes. So, child eternal. As someone who was bullied as a child, I never wanted to be a bully. But the Samaritan, can do more for everyone by taking risks and gambling, is what I'm getting. If a Samaritan, the Samaritan will never be if there isn't a gambler. The gambler will never be if there isn't a student. A student will never be if there isn't a fool. A fool will never be if there isn't a bully. A bully will never be if there isn't a child that is full of innocence, wonder, eternally a child. Wants to see with fresh eyes everything new, endearing, and that quality, um, determination to remain young, because imagination is the source of vitality for this child. Overall energy, child divine. Innocence, purity, redemption suggests a special connection with the divine. Um, Children. That's what this all leads to. Children need to be protected. They need to be nourished. They don't need to be taken advantage of. They don't need to be used for things that are just gross and disgusting and profoundly not okay. Like, it's not, that's not okay. Like, I get there needs to be balance in this world, but hurting a child is never okay. Hurting a child for your pleasure, that's just not, it's not. Instead, teach them to explore imagination, teach them to be love, happiness, laugh with them, joke with them. Let them sing at the top of their lungs, let them enjoy life, because that's what they're here to do, is to live. There's been enough pain, enough trauma, enough all of that for everyone. We should really let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. We should really and truly be a safe haven for the kids that were like us. Not another one that will break them, traumatize them, lie to them, manipulate them, groom them, change them. Harm them, beat them. A child isn't meant to feel that. None of it. Period. It's not. And this world cannot keep pretending that that's just the way of the world, because it's not the way of the world. A child should be supported, admired, built up, not tore down and used. Allow the child to decide what it wants in life. You don't push anything on this that you're not meant to. We're not meant to. Anyway, so next deck is going to be light language. Since I'm already at 53 minutes, I think I'm only going to use this one. And then we're going to do the dream one, and then the prophet, and that'll be it. Questions. The first one. Beginning. The body. Mid-back. So, I don't know why it's saying questions beginning. Question. The beginning. Mid-back is like the center, the apex, this is where your solar plexus come from. That part. Questions. Beginning. Begin at the solar plexus. Begin there to confidently find your center, peace in moments of chaos, when you feel like the world is out of control, when you can't comment. Solar plexus meditation. The seal. To me, this represents the seal within you, the seal on the vessel, unlocking it. Beginning. Solar plexus. Unlocking your divinity, maybe. Center of self perception. Gateway manifestation. This is the center of self where you open the gate to manifesting the reality that you want. One where the innocent are seen as the golden, the beauty, because they are that. They have that. They are. It's what we are. We're divine beings, and we're meant to allow each other to light up a room, allow each other to be themselves, not trying to mold them, change them, and I've already said all that. I'm not gonna say it again, but to manifest the reality, you have to begin somewhere. And I'm getting the solar plexus. That's where the seal is, the center of your self perception, and the chakra, mid back, where your confidence comes from, where the yellow light of that chakra comes from, is the center, your center. So find your center, breathe, allow yourself to then go into meditation, manifesting. This is manifesting what you want the world to be. And I want to choose a world where every soul from birth is not conditioned, but is celebrated for what they are, who they are, for the love they hold, not conditioned and groomed to steal any ounce of love that they do hold. It just builds a world of well, we've seen that world. Gateway form and function. Spontaneity. Spontaneous. Being spontaneous, it keeps you feeling young and childlike and full of life and happy and joyful. Do something spontaneous. Go run outside and start screaming a show tune. Go perform Bring It On in your living room. Take a spur of the moment trip somewhere. And put your money on red. I heard roulette. Put your money on red. Why red, though? See, I'm like, why red, though? Because you only have two choices, red or black. Chaos to change. Chaotic things happen, and sometimes we invite chaos in on a daily basis because we want change. We want change to happen. How is change going to happen? By rearranging your world. That's how. So when chaos happens, know that chaos happens for things to change, for you to change and grow and get more in tune with who you are. Two more decks. I was going to use that one. I was going to use this one, which is the Dream deck. So probably some cards will come out for you, which... So this should be about dreams, like maybe a dream you've had in the past recently, one connected to your spirit. We'll have water. A dream about water. The Traveler. Traveling on water, traveling through water, or on a mission, and there's water. Anyway, Traveler. Masking. Something. House. Like, maybe you showed up at a house and they were having a masquerade party, marriage, and someone is met there. This sounds like something like, it's crazy. Mortality. Okay, so get the marriage card too. It's just skeletons getting married. So I believe this is someone, a traveler that had a dream. They showed up at a house. It was a masquerade party at the house. They were there because of water. Like they got stuck where they were. And in this house they found somebody. But they also found their own mortality. Tears. The doe. Sage. The healer. Overall energy. Visionary. Edgar Allan Poe. Writer. I'm also getting the one who sees. Ravens. So tears. There's tears because mortality of this person doesn't want to die in the dream, or in real life it's mortality, like afraid of death, but also in the doe. The doe is I just heard Sound of Music though. Doe, a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun, me, a name I call myself, for a long enough way to run. Anyway, the doe represents gentleness, nourishment. So tears, because of fear, but also because they're nourishing. Sage, like getting alchemy, transfiguration, transmuting the energy of fear into tears, and tears become gentleness. They become love, and the sage uses the gentleness of the dove, the vulnerability, to turn that into love, and love heals. The healer. You are a healer, and you heal things, and you're meant to. Okay, final deck is going to be the Prophet. So let me pick this up. I gotta pick all these up. Thank God that wasn't open. Archetype. Language. Ding, 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 ding. Thank you. And then I'm doing the last deck, which is The Prophet by Tony. How do you say her name? But it's all about this book, The Prophet, a poetry book by Khalil Gibran, who is also an artist. And his art is also depicted. So it's really an oracle deck by him. The Prophet was a book he wrote in 1923. Well, it was published. And this deck is amazing. And so is The Prophet. If you haven't read it, you should. I really am getting called the only down one card. But we'll see. Sing to me a deeper song. Sing to me a deeper song. This says to me, you were meant to sing from the heart, sing till you're nuts. Sing it out for the ones that'll hate your guts. Sing it out for the ones who will hate your guts. Sing it for the deaf, sing it for the blind. Sing about everyone that they left behind. Sing it for the world, just sing it for the world. You have a song to sing. A deeper song. They've only scratched the surface. I really hope this reading did resonate with you guys, and I hope it's connected in some way, some form. If it did, I'm glad. If it didn't, you know, it is what it is. But I love you all. No matter if I've cussed you from head to toe, or if I've gave you free readings, or gave you love and light, or gave you the energy of a blessing, or spoke blessings onto you. If you were in my circle, chances are you've had a prayer, more than one, many, that has been sent for you many times. I truly do love the people that I connect with. I love everyone, every soul that I've ever come across, no matter how they rubbed me wrong or right or whatever. I love them because I get them. I understand them. Not entirely understand them, but there is always a connection with everybody that is a foundation of love, that the reason for the connection to even ever happen is because we're seeking to find that love in this world and to be it. And we are meant to, and we will not stop until it happens. And we're not meant to stop until it happens. We're not meant to stop loving. We're not meant to stop being. We're not meant to stop creating. We're not meant to stop any of the things we do. Tell your stories, sing your songs, create your art, read your cards, do all the things that make you you. Connect with each other, connect with your heart, and share it because we're meant to. Blessed may you all be. One love. Joshua out.